Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. We're back at Chili's again. There's Miss Tammy. When we ate lunch here last time, Tammy got an email inviting us to come back and get a free dessert. So we got our free chips and salsa or soda, and we're going to order something, of course, and we're going to make sure we watch that ticket to make sure they don't overcharge us. Yep. So let's go inside and we'll tell you what we get. We're enjoying life. We're going to split everything naturally, and we get that free dessert. I'm probably going to smell like it, but I got the chicken fajitas. Let me zoom back out for you guys. Free chips and salsa. Tammy got a side salad. Now, if this isn't enough food, I don't know what is. We're going to share it all up. I got water. Tammy got a Coke, and we're getting a free dessert. All right, everybody, this is the dessert. Let me tell you. Can you see how big that is? Look at my hand. That's a huge piece of cheesecake, actually. And I'm gonna let Tammy have it all.
I'm not eating it. I'm gonna take a bite.
I'll have a bite of
it. Chocolate, or this.
Yeah, that's all there was.
I'm just gonna taste it.
Yeah, we're just gonna taste it. We're not gonna eat it.
Don't eat dessert.
Are you good, Tammy?
It's all right. I could never eat that.
All right. Thanks for viewing, everybody. We'll see you on the outside. Check this out. We just finished our meal and we're getting ready to leave. And look. Oh my gosh, this guy's coming in. It is pouring out there. Hey everybody. So look, this is an interesting story. We haven't ended the video yet from our lunch. Before leaving Chili's, I showed you it was raining in that last clip. So a gentleman came in soaking wet. You saw it, right? He was on a motorcycle, turns out. And we were sitting there in the foyer talking for a good 10 minutes or more because the rain just got harder and harder, and the lightning. And so when it finally got slack and I went and got the 4Runner and brought it to the door to pick up Miss Tammy, he was telling us all the story about how he's trying to get to a notary and get something notarized, but he's on a moped, on a scooter. So we're here. We brought him down the road. It's a couple of miles from Chili's, and he's upstairs it's a residence of somebody that does notary. He knows. It goes to his church. And I told him, I said, I'd give you a ride somewhere. I was telling him in the foyer over there at Chili's. I said, but my truck, it holds like 6 people, but it's a 2-seater right now. We have all this crap in the back, as one of my subscribers always says. I got crap in the back. And so we get in the truck, and I got to tell you, Miss Tammy says, hey, just ask him if he wants to sit back here. And he totally wanted to. So he's a super nice guy. He's my age. His name is Will. And we're going to take him back. We're waiting for him right now to Chili's so he can get on his scooter when the weather clears. But we had nothing else to do, so we brought him down here. It's only a couple miles away. So we'll let you know what happens afterwards. I don't know if he wants to be on video or not, but he does. He does have my channel on his phone now. His battery was getting low on his phone, so we charged his phone a little bit for him. He has an iPhone, but the battery health is only 74%. And what that means is if you go in your settings, if you have an iPhone and check battery, it'll give you your health. Once you're below 80% health, you need to get a new phone because that battery is not going to last long because it won't charge, but up to 75%, and then of course it dies quick. So he's going to get a new phone soon. But we're just sitting here waiting, and the intersections, all the lights were out, and
Get struck by lightning.
And the lightning. And here's what people do here. Don't get me started about how people drive. You know how when the light is flashing, you go and then you tell the other person to go, or they just know because they're next? Well, that doesn't play anymore. The people have no courtesy whatsoever. So 2 and 3 people will follow one car through a flashing yellow, and then the other people are mad because people cut in front, and so they pull on out there. Next thing you know, it was gridlock, and so the cops had to come, and I think they got it squared away. I just made a U-turn and took a back way because I'm local here, And it's just that people just don't know how to drive, and they don't know how to be courteous when there's a flashing signal. Oh, my friend's back. There he is. Okay, so we just dropped Will off back at Chili's, and he got on his scooter. I didn't even ask him to go on camera or anything like that. We were just trying to get all the stories about what happened and what's going on and why he needed some notary work done. And a quick story is he's helping somebody out as a good Samaritan, and he's at his house, and something goes down between two other vehicles, and one of the vehicles runs into the car of this person he's trying to help, this nice woman. And they went to Home Depot. He was trying to build some kind of a little platform in the back of her vehicle. I'll just go ahead and say, apparently she is a homeless woman, and he knows her from his church. And anyway, these two cars get into it about something, and we don't have the whole story yet. I'll go down here. From the police. But one car runs into the car that he's helping the car the lady owns, and breaks her femur, knocks her out of her shoes. She's in the hospital. The car's got damage. It's at a tow facility that he's trying to get some kind of, that's him behind me on his motorcycle, that he's trying to get documentation for her, once again continuing to help her to get the car out, because it's $300 a day impound fees. And he said they didn't need to really tow it, because I think it was at his house in West Palm Beach, and he's down here in Boynton to get this notary done at a friend that he knows, that I took him to. And he gets caught in the worst. I'm telling you folks, you saw it when we were trying to leave Chili's. It didn't stop. It even got worse than that. It was cracking and lightning and thundering. It was horrible. And he's on you see him behind me, he's on a motor scooter, a Suzuki Bergman it's called. It's a 400cc, so it's, it can keep up with traffic. It's not like a scooter, but it's an automatic. You don't shift gears on it. Anyway, Will is a super, super nice person. I gave him my phone number. We're going to stay in contact. We might have a meal together in the future. But it's just, once again, that God was able to put two people together to help one another. He's helping somebody else. He ran in for shelter to get out of the rain. We're standing there waiting to get to my car because it was raining too hard. We start conversating. And like I said, Tammy said, hey, see if he wants to sit back there. We can't just leave this guy there. And that's the story. And now he's traveling safely. He's going to take Congress here. It's still raining, sprinkling, but he's not going to get on the freeway. And he should be okay. The weather on the radar has moved out. And he'll get home. And, before I end the video, he called the tow place. He was doing all this, folks, to get there by 5 o'clock to keep from incurring another $300 a day in storage fees. So he called, sitting back here. We put a little charge on his phone for him. And he called the tow place, and I said, I know God is going to allow you to come tomorrow without them charging you another day. And he didn't really have to go into too many of the details. The lady said, hold on. And she said, you have until noon tomorrow. And he literally lives across the street almost from this place where, the car was hit near his home there, at his home, and then towed to. So he can be there with no problem. And so he's not going to incur any more fee, but he got his notary done, and that's all that. So I would say that Will, Tammy, and I all crushed it.